Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dunde. If you're new here, hello. Thank you for clicking to this video. So yeah, let's get started. In this video I want to share with you some of the tools that you will require or need when you want to beat your face. So this one is mainly for beginners. If you have no idea what to buy, I got you. So yeah, let's start with the most important thing, which is an eye pencil. Now the best or the most affordable eye pencil that I've found ever since I started doing my own makeup is the David's eye pencil, which looks simple, and this costs around 20 bob or 30 bob, depending on where you buy your eye pencils from. This will get you sorted. This eye pencil, it's very important to do your eyebrows, and every time you're doing your eyebrows, well, this is the thing. Alright, so the second thing that you will need is a concealer. It looks like this. This is also necessary when you are cleaning up your eyebrows after doing them, for you to shape them to whatever shape you want to go with your face. So a concealer is also very important. These two. So the third thing that you will require is a good foundation. Investing in a very good foundation is important. For, first of all, you don't want to look cakey. Second of all, you want it to go with your face. There are so many reasons. I won't get into that, but a foundation is really necessary. For me, I have to mix 2 foundations to get my perfect shade. So for this makeup look, I used these 2. It's a Fit Me and a Nail Girl, which are both matte foundations, and this match, I wouldn't say perfectly, but they are close to my shade. So yeah, before you even get to a foundation, you need a moisturizer and you need a primer, and a very good primer. You need to invest in a primer, a foundation, a moisturizer. Those are really necessary before you put on your foundation. Yeah, so this is not for oily face. Also, you should know your face, if it's oily, if it's normal, if it's, there are products for all those types of skin. So in this video I used this. I couldn't find my other one, so I had to use one. In this case I used this because it's also good for erasing the pores. For the moisturizer, I used my acne.org moisturizer. This the acne.org moisturizer, I feel it's good for my skin. So yeah, and for treating acne also. So these 2 you need. It doesn't necessarily have to be these 2 or whatever I'm going to mention here, so long as it's a moisturizer, well, and it works for you, well and good. That's you, and do you. It's good to do you. Don't just buy this because it's working for me. Buy something that will work for your face. That said, let's start with the eyes. I had already mentioned an eye pencil. So the other thing you will need is an eyeliner. If you're starting off, this is not really necessary, but if you really want to your eyes to pop, you need to invest in a good waterproof eyeliner. I've added waterproof because the weather might be too hot or too cold or rainy, and you need something that will stick to your eyes without irritating your eyes or falling off. So yeah, a good eyeliner and a waterproof eyeliner is really good. On to an eyeshadow. I believe an eyeshadow is also good, and there are so many which vary in prices. Everything varies in prices, everything in this video. So depending on your pocket, you need a good eyeshadow. In this video I'll be using this eyeshadow, but mainly, not necessarily for my eyes, but mainly to highlight. If you do not have the coins to buy a good highlighter, you will need a good eyeshadow which comes with so many shades. As you can see, this, you can create a neutral, you can create a dark neutral, a colorful look. But for this, I wanted to use this because of this shade which I used to highlight. Yeah, so you don't have to really buy a highlighter if you have a good eyeshadow with some highlighting colors or shadows. The next thing you will need is a good pressed powder and a bronzer. For all my looks, or most of my looks, you'll be seeing me using this LA and the bronzer, these two. I don't really like to contour my face, so what I mainly use to contour is this, and for a pressed powder I use this. So these two are really good. Something else that you will need is a good setting spray. I mainly use this for most of my looks. So a very good setting spray is good. This will just set everything really, really good. And this, I had gotten it from Amazon. Something else that you will need to create a very good look is a sponge. You need to invest in one for when you're doing your makeup. It's not really necessary if you have brushes, to do your foundation, but I find it after using the brushes, I like to go in with a beauty sponge to really press or remove any foundation that I may have overdone. So this is really good, and I find that brushes also leave some lines. So with this, you just go in and press. I find that this, for me, will work for me and really well. Also for the eyes, you need some very good eye brush or eye brushes for when you're doing your eyeshadow, but this isn't really so necessary, as you can also use your fingers. Yeah, so some of these brushes, I have so many eye brushes, but as I said, you only need at least 3 different, or 5 at most, to get to whatever eye look you want. If you want a colorful one, you need, and maybe you want to do another look for a darker one, you can't use the same brushes that you had used unless you washed them beforehand. Some good eye brushes will do you good. Something else you might need is a highlighting brush. This is a highlighting brush which comes in, handy. It's a small one, it's not so big, and it's not so small that you will overdo your highlight. Something else that you will need is a very good lip liner, and a very good lippy. It doesn't have to be a red, you can do whatever lip you want. So a lippy is important, and I think I've touched on most of things you need to do a good look, making you look good. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.